Welcome back to the channel that takes you deep inside the San Francisco 49ers. I am your host, Jack Hammer.
You heard the name. If it sounds suspicious, that's because it is.
You know, Nick Bosa, the 49ers, this has been an interesting couple of days.
The same could be said for Hammer. In addition to his own YouTube channel, Hammer was a beat writer for the Santa Rosa Press-Democrat. Now, in a surprising move, his services have been terminated effective immediately.
Jim Schwartz gets the best of him every single time. Kyle Shanahan is now 1-9 versus Jim Schwartz. That stat came from a San Francisco 49ers beat writer named Jack Hammer. And we talked about how sick his name was. I went to look up Jack Hammer because I thought he was maybe going to update it. I found something out that's very interesting that happened between Friday and today.
The host on PMT would read this statement from the Press-Democrat to our readers. This morning I learned that Jack Hammer, whose work as a freelance blogger covering the Niners has appeared in the Press-Democrat since July 2021, had pleaded no contest to a felony underage schmex charge 18 years ago and was sentenced to 60 days of work release. The incident, which involved a 17-year-old, occurred when Hammer, whose real name is Jeff Patterson, was a high school football coach and math teacher in Morgan Hill in the South Bay. In addition to his work release sentence, he served 5 years of probation and had his teaching certificate permanently revoked. He was not required to register as a schmex offender. After the news broke, Hammer, real name Jeff Patterson, nuked his Twitter account. In 2006, the Gilroy Dispatch reported Patterson was arrested after what they called a lengthy investigation into the serious allegations of a sexual encounter with a student at Sobrato High School. Joe Sampson, at the time the Morgan Hill police commander, said Patterson turned himself in and posted $10,000 bond. Via the Dispatch's Marilyn Double, the student allegedly told her father that Patterson urged her to forge a note to get out of her 6th-period class, then picked her up in his car. The father, who reported the incident to police, told officers she said they went to the UPS store before driving to a side street and parking. While they were parked there, she allegedly performed facial stuff on Patterson. On April 10th, Double reported police were listening in on various phone calls between Patterson and the victim. They collected physical evidence through their investigation, including clothes and swabs. In 2004, Patterson joined the staff at Sobrato. He previously held titles of athletic director and head football coach at Gonzales High. When in his teens, Patterson played quarterback where he grew up in Gilroy and even played collegiately at Gavilan. He'd later graduate from San Jose State in 1998. At the time of the incident, he was 31 years of age. Double would interview the victim's mother, who told the reporter she was concerned because her daughter's relationship with the coach was in the nature of a seduction, more emotionally involved than a simple moment of indiscretion. In October 2006, Patterson was sentenced to serve 60 days in a work furlough program and will not be required to register as a schmex offender. The sentencing occurred at the South City Courthouse. The victim's mother requested max punishment. The mother also claimed the victim made a trip to the emergency room because she OD'd, stating, "Impact on our whole family unit has been horrific. My other 2 children, ages 5 and 8 at the time, have been exposed to more than what is fair. We'll be facing these demons forever," she said. Of note, Patterson would begin his sentence only after his wife would give birth to their 2nd child. The initial arrest came on April the 3rd. He did not return to his job after November the 9th. Fast forward to the news breaking of Hammer. John Deanna, Press-Democrat executive editor, wrote to readers, "As an independent contractor, he was not an employee and therefore was not subject to our employee background check process." Larry Kruger, another media member covering the Niners, previously hosted some shows with Hammer. He wrote after the news broke, "After reviewing the available data on the topic matter, I will no longer be conducting my Friday streams with Jack going forward." Like Larry, Grant Cohn, another media member covering the team, also hosted Hammer on his YouTube channel. Cohn posted his prior employer story on his account on X and later added, "I do not support or condone what Jeff Patterson did."